Welcome back to Autoverse, the place where the spirit of exploration meets two wheels of freedom. If you're passionate about adventure, dirt, torque, and timeless machines, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update from the world of adventure machines. Today, we're diving into a legend that refuses to die. The Yamaha XT 500. But not just any XT. We're talking about the all-new 2026 Yamaha XT 500, a rebirth of an icon that's been tearing up trails since the 70s. With the 2026 update, Yamaha has done something bold. They've taken everything that made the original a cult classic, and they've re-engineered it for the future, without selling its soul. Let's break it down. First off, the design. Yamaha didn't go retro just for the sake of nostalgia. They went retro with intention. The 2026 XT 500 wears its heritage proudly. It's got that classic fuel tank silhouette, round LED headlamp, and minimalist bodywork that harks back to the original. But it's not just looks. The frame is a new lightweight chromoly unit, designed to handle modern punishment while keeping that vintage stance intact. The brushed aluminum side panels, slimline seat, and high-mounted exhaust all scream rugged, yet refined. Now, what's under the tank? Here's where Yamaha really steps it up. The 2026 XT 500 is powered by a 499cc single-cylinder engine, air and oil-cooled, just like the original. But now, it's fuel-injected, Euro 6 compliant, and fitted with Yamaha's modern ride-by-wire system. It cranks out around 42 horsepower and 45 Nm of torque. That might not sound wild in an age of 1000cc monsters, but here's the magic. The power delivery is instant, usable, and made for real-world adventure. It doesn't try to be the fastest. It just works, everywhere. And the sound. Oh yes. Yamaha has tuned the XT 500 to deliver that signature thump, that deep, earthy growl that made the original so unforgettable. The new exhaust system features a retro-style megaphone muffler, but with baffles and tuning to meet today's noise regulations without killing the vibe. Suspension duties are handled by 43mm KYB forks up front, with 9 inches of travel, and a fully adjustable rear monoshock giving you just over 8.5 inches. That's plenty for serious trail work, but still manageable for street riders. Ground clearance sits at a healthy 11.2 inches, and the 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels are wrapped in dual-sport rubber, ready for dirt, gravel, or tarmac. Yamaha has kept things delightfully simple on the tech side. There's no TFT screen, no traction control menu, and no overwhelming modes. Instead, you get a small round digital display, a single ride mode, and apps that can be switched off at the rear, because that's what real riders want when the terrain gets wild. The ergonomics are another highlight. The bike feels tall and commanding with an upright seating position, wide handlebars, and a seat that's firm but comfortable for long rides. Yamaha nailed that balance between enduro readiness and street usability. Whether you're commuting through the city or climbing mountain passes, the XT 500 feels natural, like an extension of your body. Fuel tank capacity sits at 13 liters, which might sound small, but thanks to that frugal single-cylinder mill, you're looking at a range of nearly 300 kilometers on a full tank. That's more than enough for a weekend escape, a daily ride, or even long-distance touring if you travel light. Weight-wise, it comes in at just under 160 kilograms wet. That's seriously impressive in 2026, especially when most adventure bikes are getting heavier and more complicated. The XT 500 keeps it lean and mean. No frills, no distractions, just raw, mechanical joy. Braking comes from a 280mm front disc and a 245mm rear, both with Nissan calipers. Plenty of stopping power for a bike of this weight, and with just enough feedback to let you modulate your grip in off-road conditions. And now let's talk about who this bike is really for. If you're someone who wants a real connection with your machine, if you crave the simplicity of mechanical riding, if you love the idea of a motorcycle that you can wrench on, ride hard, and still admire in your garage like a piece of art, this bike is for you. It's for the traveler who values the journey more than the destination. It's for the rider who doesn't need a screen to tell them what's going on. The 2026 XT 500 is a motorcycle that invites you to be part of the ride, not just along for it. And yes, it's going to turn heads. Not because it's flashy or loud, but because it carries that unmistakable aura of authenticity. In a world of overly complicated tech-loaded bikes, the XT500 dares to be pure. A true modern classic, built for riders, not algorithms. So if you're out there dreaming of dust-covered roads, mountain passes, or maybe just a better commute with character, this might be the ride you've been waiting for. Thanks for joining us here on Autoverse. If this bike sparked your imagination like it did ours, give this video a thumbs up, drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us, would you ride the new XT500? And where would you take it first? Subscribe if you haven't already and keep it locked here for more deep dives into the most exciting machines on two wheels and beyond. Until next time, keep the throttle steady and your soul on the trail. This is Autoverse, signing off.